What's up, guys? This is absolutely insane. Would you believe me if I told you just an hour and a half ago it was snowing? Look at this. Gorgeous out. Welcome back to Daily Driven Exotics, you guys. Today, we're gonna be giving you a huge update, an update you've all been waiting for on a few things. One, where's the straight pipe for the Carrera GT? Number two, when's the rest of Dave's exhaust get here? Because that'll make his GT3RS straight piped as well. We also need to talk about where is the infamous white Hummer? The Hummer I jumped over 6 feet in the air and pretty much destroyed the car. Truck, sorry, my bad, truck. I was looking at cars. It's been at Predator Inc. for the better part of the last year, and it's finally complete. And it has been repainted, it has been rebuilt, it has basically been restored from all the damage that I did when I jumped it. Now, it has been painted in the very, very famous Mercedes 4x4 squared electric beam yellow. Basically a paint version of something like my Aperta. So if you can even fathom an H1, that's right, soft top, convertible. I replaced a soft top, which had a tan top on it, with a black new top. The old one used to leak like a sieve. We didn't want that anymore. And now it's finally finished. Now we got one last little detail, and our friends at Foreign Builds are working on completely stripping the interior out.
Hey guys, this is Fonzie at Foreign Builds. Last night we received Daily Driven Exotics Hummer H1 to do a full custom exterior on it. So let's have a walk around and see what we're gonna work with. Let's just start off with this whole peanut butter color. This is all going to go. This is all going to change into just black. We're gonna go with suede. The reason why for that is it is a drop top, and you know, black leather in the sun, that ain't gonna work. Unless you wanna end up like that door over there. I mean, look at this. Looks like somebody was making a campfire in here or some s'mores or something, man. Predator did a really good job on the exterior, but now it's just our job to, you know, match up the interior and make it look good as well, because the condition of the interior, man, it's really poor. I mean, screws, bolts missing everywhere, everything is loose. I mean, look at this right here. Everything is just kind of falling apart. Everything is really worn out. So there is a lot of work that needs to be done to the interior, man. We gotta put a lot of love into this. All right, so this is a really cool carpet. Actually, it's made for the boats, but it's low profile. It has a really good feel to it. We are really excited for this build. I cannot wait to see the final results of the finished interior.
There's the Hummer in all its glory. It is now electric beam yellow, but look at the interior. It's tan. Doesn't go with the rest of the build now, does it? How epic does that look though? Like, this thing is nuts. We are replacing all this tan interior. This has all gotta go. And we're doing a very, very bougie diamond stitched interior, like what you would see in a G-Wagon. So black with a diamond stitch. But look how good that thing looks. And it's gonna be back in time to make content with it. This summer, it'll be back. I'm thinking in the next month and a half, push it 2 months with transport, we'll be able to have this thing back, and we'll be tearing up all sorts of fun and epic content with it. When I started this channel, I never thought about ever having any type of SUVs or trucks on the channel. I only wanted Lamborghinis, Ferraris. That's kind of where I drew the line. And I was just ecstatic to be able to even have one Lamborghini, let alone where we're at today. And if you're new to the channel, maybe you don't know what's in the Daily Driven Exotics fleet, because cars are all over the place. So I'll quickly name the 3 cars that are in this garage. Shut up, is it snowing again? I kid you not, it's so bizarre. Can you see this? I told you it was snowing. Look at my pool liner. I think it's coming from that one cloud. That's so bizarre.
I apologize for interrupting this amazing vlog. Chances are I'm saying something really funny and I cut myself off. So Dave, I apologize to you, to me. Anyways, we have a CGT payment due. So today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Let's get straight into the game. Freeze, stop whatever it is you're doing and take a breath. Don't waste your life. It's time to make some changes. Have you taken down the Demon Lord yet? Crushed the Ice Golem? Ascended the Doom Tower? What about fighting against millions of real players in the arena? Best part is Raid is absolutely free to play and is available both for mobile and desktop. There's nothing better than playing Raid on a cold, rainy day or a sunny day. It doesn't matter. Block out your windows, forget natural light, you've got Raid Shadow Legends. I literally play this game everywhere, and I'll show you why right now. And Raid sent a few friends to rough me up a little bit. You got nothing. I'm friends with Damon Fryer. Where is he? Eating. The first thing to notice is the crazy console-like graphics in Raid Shadow Legends. Probably the best game ever created, ever. Voted by me, Dave_DDE. Find me in the game, let's play today. Okay, let's check out some of the champions. Stone Cold. Look at those eyes, ready? Get right in there, get right in there. You see that? Raid just hit their 2-year anniversary with a load of anniversary events and tournaments going on right now. If you move quickly, you might still be able to catch some of those special events and get your hands on some free gifts and rewards. The schedule is absolutely jam-packed until the middle of April with insane anniversary events and tournaments with anniversary-sized prizes to win. You may also still be be able to get involved in the very first ever clan versus clan tournament and get a chance to compete directly against another clan. On top of that, they've got some huge updates coming later this month, including a new Doom Tower rotation with 2 tough new bosses. Raid's huge already, and their whole anniversary event makes it an awesome time to join one of the biggest gaming communities out there. So don't wait around, you son of a bitch. Click the link in the description and get it now. If you're a brand new player, you'll get the epic champion, the Jotun, who is amazing for the Doom Tower. 100k silver, 50 gems, and 3 ancient shards. So you can summon epic champions as soon as you get in the game. All this treasure will be waiting for you here. The rewards will only be available for new players and only for the next 30 days. You can find me in the game, username Dave_DD. Unless you're chicken. You chicken? You too scared to fight me in the video game? Then fight me in real life. Please don't.
Let's talk about the CGT. One of my favorite cars on the entire planet. Best sounding V10. I know people are gonna argue, no, maybe some people think it's the LFA. It's not. It's the Carrera GT as the best sounding V10 on the planet. And now here's what's going on with that. I've been working with Chris from Unobtainium, and he has been making all my custom one-off exhausts. And some of those are titanium, but he also works with a material called Inconel. And Inconel is nuts. It's what is used on the F1 cars nowadays. My Carrera GT, this one right here, has a very unique install for the exhaust. And so Chris was working to get these little bad boys made. Now these are like some fancy little, I don't know what you would want to call them, like bungs, or like, they're part of what holds the exhaust in on the back of this Carrera GT. And they're very specialized, so he had to have them made. This is how they attach to the exhaust in the CGT. Isn't that weird? So he has a stainless straight pipe that we bought, actually Raymond bought for me. Shout out to my boy Raymond at SR Auto Group. And I shipped that off to him and kept the stock exhaust on so that he could copy this and make me an Inconel setup. And I want Inconel because I feel like this car just deserves the best. I mean, it's one of the best cars in the fleet. This is definitely hands down the most expensive car in the fleet. You could buy this car at one time for $300,000 and now they're $1 million. And I'm very fortunate and very grateful that I've worked my face off to be able to have this car in the fleet. Let's just say it was a massive down payment and I have a really hefty monthly payment that I make on this car. And insurance for this car was cheaper than the P1. This car's $44,000 a year. Every year, you heard me right, this is $44,000 to insure this car to be driven on the street. Now we're gonna start this car up, do a quick cold start. And I also want you guys to hear Dave's GT3 RS. This car is crazy. This car, by the way, is lava orange underneath this wrap. We bought the car wrap. In fact, this car is so new, we even have the dealer tag still on it. But this is like the color of the car underneath. YSOB stands for you son of a. And thank you to everybody who bought everything over this weekend. We have an ongoing sale. If you want a pullover tee, if you want one of our sand hoodies, one of the new DDE or YSOB mugs or YSOB crew neck, there's links in description. Go now, because in the next 48 hours, everything will be turned off and we will fulfill those orders and that's it. It's done, limited edition. Let's go ahead and put some heat into the Carrera GT's engine and you guys can hear it in its current stock format. Soon, this thing is going to scream straight piped, unobtainium, Inconel exhaust. Super crazy. I'm also gonna give you guys a little more update on the F12. I got some photos from Aaron Kaufman. That car is coming along absolutely bonkers. World's first top mount twin turbo F12 ever. No one's ever done this before. A couple other F12s have been twin turboed, never on the top though. And the very first one, by the way, huge shout out to Mansory. Mansory make body kits and build cars, and they built a twin turbo F12 back in 2013. It would have been like when the F12 first came out. They built a twin turbo F12 and it was in Switzerland at the Geneva Auto Show. It had a crazy brand new Mansory carbon fiber body kit on it. It was red and carbon. Most people will know that car. I mean, not bad stock, right? It's only going to get a heck of a lot better from there. Before you guys freak out, the CGT was pre-warmed up before I came out to the garage. I had it running for about 5 to 8 minutes and got the oil temp and the water temp and everything up. So I did not just rev cold start CGT. I think I said, let's do a cold start, but it's not really a cold start. I was lying. Let's see what's behind door number 2 on the GT3 RS, because we just did stage 1 of 2 to do the full RSR sounding race exhaust on this car. Now, this is an exhaust from JCR. Thank you to those guys for sending us this product. It's amazing. I want to show you guys what this car sounds like, because this is obviously significantly different from that, but this sounds really, really amazing too. So. wanted to show you guys what that sounded like. This thing, even with stage 1, is a complete change from what it was stock. It sounds so much crisper, so much louder, so much better. But this is daily driven exotics, and we want the crazy of the crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and straight pipe the 3RS, and we're gonna do it with the world's best sounding exhaust, which mimics the sound of the actual Porsche RSR race car. Another little upgrade for the 3RS are these extended paddles. They also sent with the exhaust. These are gonna allow you, if you're Dave, to be a little more handsy. You don't have to quite find the 2-finger spot. You can go 4-finger or whatever you want to do. When the sun comes up and you got one of the most iconic cars Porsche ever built for the street, I think it's only right that we go and enjoy this thing. I'm not gonna bullshit, guys. I wasn't the hugest Porsche fan before. You know, the CGT or the 918 were really like what I love. And once I started to drive the other cars in the Porsche lineup, the other models, like the GT3 RS, the GT2 RS, which I've had the privilege of driving, tuned close to 900 horsepower, they make probably one of the best gearboxes. They also make one of the best kind of all-around performing cars. Is it the flashiest car? I mean, we're not talking CGT. The CGT is like just an animal. But I mean, when it comes to the typical 911, what they're known for lineup, it's cool. And I love the way the 3RS looks with the big wing and the wide hips. It's taller, right? It's not as low and sleek. And that's what I was always, my heart always loved, was that Lamborghini, Ferrari-esque, that low, super wide, sleek supercar. Man, have I ever come to appreciate and respect the Porsche 911 lineup now that I have the Carrera GT. This is just one of the most iconic supercars they ever built. I don't know why Porsche went ahead and put a V8 into the 918. I really think they should have had a V10 hybrid, which would have just decimated. However, that makes the CGTs just that much more special, and hey, I'm not complaining. You know, I've got one of these and it is one of my favorite cars. So let's go rip it. I love this thing. You can tell Porsche took all their R&D and their motorsport experience and poured it directly into this machine. And then obviously this car is so well balanced, being a mid-engine car. Oh, we've arrived at our destination. We came to see billionaire Mike Hall. He's quit the supercar game, you guys. He's no longer driving exotics. He's gotten super old man on me, you son of...
Yeah, I can actually get out of this car without having to hold my breath. My fat stomach gets out of crazy.
What do you mean?
Exactly.
Let's see this thing. RS5.
Nardo gray.
Actually painted Nardo gray, not a wrap.
Not a wrap.
It's actually an Audi color.
I honestly haven't driven the new RS5. This thing's haul.
Why do you have this though? Tell the audience.
All our supercars are sold.
He doesn't have a choice. This is a good runner-up, bro.
Oh yeah.
Wow, this thing's loaded. Comes with like an Alcantara steering wheel and everything.
Yeah, Alcantara steering wheel. The shifter's even Alcantara.
Maybe I shouldn't show this. You won't have a car to drive.
Probably not.
You'll be driving a Mazda.
I'll be taking the bus.
This is actually pretty nice, man. Just lots of room, like the door open, like...
Yeah. Yeah, I can get out, still breathing.
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy.
Yeah, way easier.
Yeah. That's a good sign of how old you're getting though.
Yeah, and it's fat.
Did you sell some stuff today?
Yeah, we've been busy.
Really?
So busy.
I wouldn't doubt if someone calls you. They're like, we want the RS.
Oh, the RS5 Mike's driving.
That Mike's driving.
Yeah.
Mike's like, you son of a...
Son of a... I bet you would give this a little run for its money.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe if you tuned it.
I bet you off a dead launch, I'd beat your ass.
100%. Because I'm not willing to risk the $50,000 clutch. Just that my ego's not that big. As much as some people might think it is.
Race.
What do you think of this thing?
I love this car.
Dude, next week we should be getting the straight pipe exhaust.
I can't wait. That's what I want to hear.
You want to hear the straight pipe?
It sounds like a sewing machine right now.
What?
Not.
You insulting my car?
Well, it's beautiful, but it just doesn't have that sound like all your other ones have.
You're a piece of shit sometimes. Anyhow, we were just out for a cruise in this because soon it will be straight piped. I think I'm gonna do a wrap on it. I might, yeah, all the purists are gonna hate me. I'm gonna do a crazy DD livery on it. And we have to try to find some wheels, which are proving to be the hardest thing I have ever had to mod on a car, is finding wheels for this son of a...
Well, just powder coat those. Gloss black.
I like them silver. Silver on the gray looks good.
Black would look really good.
Nah, I don't think so. Not on the gray. I've seen this car, funny enough, with black wheels, and I didn't like it.
Really? I think the calipers...
Which I don't like silver wheels a whole lot, you know? So, anyhow, we gotta do a crazy livery, make it nuts.
That's what I mean.
That's what Mike was talking about. But you know what? Your RS5 don't sound like this.
Kinda.
By the way, billionaire Mike Hall bought a new boat. I'm gonna call it a mini yacht. It's ridiculous, and it's gonna be here next Monday. And the best part is, he has to shut down the whole city, like the bridge, everything, just to bring this boat into town. So we're gonna go and film that, because you're gonna be really impressed when you see this boat. It's a mini yacht. Well, we gotta come up with a name for it, because right now, it's called Magnum. I'll leave you to your own imagination with that one. Well guys, check this out. How beautiful is this? How great does the CGT look? I can't wait to get some wheels for it and get that exhaust sounding so it screams. This is the side of the lake. This is a dead end road, doesn't go all the way around. I live about 5 minutes this way. You can't really tell, but that whole corner of this property that's all green, that's someone's property. I mean, most of the homes out here are like 15, 20, $25 million properties and homes. It's insane. 3 billionaires that live in Kelowna in the area. This whole side of the lake burnt down in a forest fire in the early 2000s. That's why it's pretty bare looking. You can see these burnt trees, these little twigs that are left here. There are some new trees growing in, but it takes decades for everything to grow back. I'm just super grateful where I live. British Columbia is beautiful, and on the license plate it says beautiful British Columbia for a very good reason. Let's jump back into CGT. I'll show you guys a little bit about this road because it's a lot of fun. Oh, it's so windy, this road. It's an epic little road to come out and do a little cruise on, especially on a day like today. And it's got some really tight twisties. Got the left, back to the right, just in second gear. Not really flying. This is a pretty tight section right here. Oh yeah, that's a tight one. Oh, on rails, this car. Can't beat the view. Listen to this engine. We're back. Oh, sounds so good in here. Listen to it. Oh, nothing sounds like this car. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I cannot get enough of this car. I've been quite literally daily driving this car since I got it. Bit of a love-hate relationship with it because in first gear, the clutch is so stiff. Driving it in town is a bit of a pain in the ass. Because getting it off the line, you don't want to touch the gas and the clutch at the same time, or it'll stall, or you'll burn the clutch out. The clutch is $50,000, which I don't want to do or have to deal with right now. I got the car with about 60% clutch left on it, so I'm gonna see how long I can milk that for before we have to do a big clutch service, which is a complete engine out. It seems like I've got a lot of cars that you have to do an engine out to do anything on them. Aaron Kaufman is dialing in the F12 twin turbo, and I have some more updates. Little teaser for you. It's not as big of an update where he's been talking and doing videos and sending them to me, but I think you guys will like this. It's the start of cutting the hood. So one of the toughest things with building this car has been Aaron having to relocate stock features and parts and things of that nature so that the car didn't have to be completely cut up and destroyed. And one of the biggest challenges he had, and he was excited about this, if you see here before we get into the cutting of the hood, here's Aaron opening up the hood with the stock latch, and the best part is he just relocated the stock latch so that it would work. And it closes. And he was really pumped about that because he said it wasn't an easy thing to do to get that car to do that. You can see there, the hood is not cut yet. Now, in this next photo, that is one of a few different cuts Aaron's gonna be doing. He's gonna have a really good sound of the blow-off valves coming out through the hood, and then there's gonna be a cut here and a cut here for the turbos. I promise you guys, this car will be worth the wait. The legend Aaron has built it. It's coming together quite nicely. This will be getting a straight pipe next week. And look at this. It's just, Porsche killed it with this. It's absolute art. How you can see, obviously, the suspension, the V10, all this insane carbon. What an incredible car. And this whole car is built out of carbon fiber. You can see that the wheel wells and everything are all carbon. And a cool feature is if the wing's up when you park and turn the car off, the wing stays up. Guys, thanks for watching today's episode. Don't forget, we got the brand new merch line out. It's at shopdd.com. YSOB is at ysob.com. If you guys want to go and pick some of the merch up, please do, you son of a bitch, because it supports us, it supports the brand, and you want to look good for summer. Go and pick that stuff up now. Thanks for watching this episode. Smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Today was a fun one to go and do because it got sunny out. I had a great excuse to bring you guys and go take the CGT for a rip, but we got plenty of madness coming. Oh, and one last thing. We will be shipping this down to California. The F12's got to go there for tuning. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, I plan on shipping the Aperta down to California so that I can drive it down there. I wanna come out and do a fan meet, probably Beverly Hills. We'll do something on Rodeo, probably shut it down, probably get in trouble with the BHPD. But that's how we roll at Daily Driven Exotics, because that would be the perfect place to drive around with no helmet. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace. Can I get 91, 91, 90, 92, 93, 93, 93, 94, 95?
I had like 5 miles left for range, so it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot.
I'm gonna make sure I get that, or my wife will kill us. Business receipts. Dave is also the worst at that.
It can be scary. Yeah, we're pretty bad.
No, I'm fine. You're pretty bad.
Do you wanna know how it works in life?
Yeah, I do know how it works.
It's called priority sequencing. What's the priority? It's making the world's best content on the internet, and everything else falls below that, and receipts are at the bottom.
Receipts.